boy Witz Capone.
It's your boy Conscious Eye Open.
Come on. And today we're going to be talking about the dynamics of ego and pride. You know what I'm saying? Firstly, I feel like in today's society, ego and pride is a thing that it needs to be talked about, because every other race, they stick together. But with us black people, we like to divide, we like to be against each other. Oh, she's doing this, he's doing that. Oh my God, he slept with my girl, he done this, he done that. And all these things, it's not constructive. Like, what do you get out of it? Do you know what I'm saying? What we should be doing is empowering our own people, uplifting each other, making sure that if someone's not doing the right thing, uplift them, as well as you uplifting yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you're exactly on point, Will, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to us as people, like, we have to be looking at ourselves in a way which we see ourselves as our own reflection, because we come from the same source of, or where you come from, where I come from, we come from Africa. No matter where you are on the planet,
100%.
everybody derived from that Eve gene. So at the end of the day, that's what scientists says, that life all begun in Africa hundreds of thousands of years ago. So at the end of the day, we kind of lost that way of thinking, knowing our roots and our culture, and now we become individuals, everyone for themselves, and we don't even care for each other like a community. So this is where ego gets into the picture, and it's really more of a European type of thing. And Europeans and every other race, they want to compete. And Bob Marley and the Rasta man say, what do they say? It's a rat race. So when you have ego and pride, ego is really more narcissism. It's more like, I don't hang around these people because they look a type of way. Because you want to be better than these other people. You want to be competing, and it's just like, what the hell? Why when you, everything in nature works in accordance with each other. If one thing wasn't there, it would mess up with the whole balance. Just like, if I don't help my family, I ruin my family. If I don't be a positive image, it affects my family. It makes the family look bad. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. So like, think about it like this. Ego's the type of thing where it's like, you're not thinking about nobody but yourself.
100%. I agree. And in terms of like pride as well, bro, a lot of people don't want to get jobs because of pride. Bro, it gets deep, bro. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Right. Even me, to a certain degree, bro, I said to myself, nah, you know, I'm not getting a job. I'm just doing this YouTube thing full time. But you can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to have, even if it's part-time, that's good, because at the end of the day, you're still bringing a level of income in. Not even just that, but that will enable you to invest in yourself.
Right.
You get me? With any craft you want to do, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitch, whether it's normal day-to-day life shit, you have to invest in yourself. You can't be one of them people that are, like, again, I said you can work, but at the same time, work to a certain degree where you don't need the work anymore. You can now work for yourself. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people don't have that mentality of, no, when I reach a certain point, I want to work for myself. They just go on, bro.
I feel like I agree with what you're saying as well. But when I see like ego and pride, ego and pride is like a type of thing with the pride situation.
Yeah.
It's like when someone says, there's a saying, there's a phrase, swallow your pride. And certain people, when you have a conversation with someone, they might say something to you left. It could be at a workplace, for instance.
Exactly.
And someone could tell you, for fuck's sake, I hate this fucking place. You always don't have nothing here, and they start arguing with the employees. They start arguing with the people that work there. Now, you have to swallow your pride. Certain people would actually argue with someone instead of them just ignoring the individual.
Trust me.
Because their pride gets in the way, and they feel like, who are you to tell me this?
Exactly.
Who are you to tell me this?
This
I'm like, hold on. You're
me?
escalating something.
100%.
You're causing a problem.
100%.
Now, if you see someone being problematic, the smartest thing to do is to find a solution. And if they're not trying to be a part of reasoning, just back away. Because you're wasting your time.
This is it.
This person looks mentally ill, obviously. They don't look like they're functional. They look like dysfunctional. They're arguing, cussing, shouting, making noise. They're not even trying to be peaceful and calm and not trying to disturb them. They're disturbing the peace.
Exactly. And also, to add on to what you're saying as well, remember, when you're at work, you're not there to make friends.
No.
I mean, it's a bonus, but like, essentially, you're there to get money and cut.
That's right.
That's the aim of it.
You at work, what do you have? A shift.
Exactly.
And when your shift is over, you ain't
Exactly.
working there no more.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
If they phone you
Yeah.
and tell you, look,
Mhm.
yo, I need you to come back and lock up or
Yeah,
something. You can be like, look, I'm at home, my shift's over. Sorry, mate, I'm at home now. You know what I mean? I don't
Bro.
have to be all the way. I don't have to go all the way back. Am I getting paid? Are you
Brother.
paying for my travel? Then I ain't going back.
Brother.
You know what I mean? And isn't there other people there? Like, at the end of the day, you got to understand. Oh, so what did you say?
No, go on, bro. Go on.
You have to, at the end of the day, you have to understand, like, you are at work to get money.
Exactly.
And you don't want to be working for someone like a slave and you become a robot. And you lose, like, some people at work, they're miserable, upset.
You lose yourself.
You lose yourself. And you want to still have yourself. You want to be at work and be comfortable and interact with people happy. So you make the company look good. But if you're at work stressed out, I don't want to be here. It's like, where's your goal? Can you see a vision of where you're going? Because you shouldn't be depressed.
You need to have a purpose.
Some people don't even have a job. Some people not even you know what I mean? Some people some people are homeless, don't have a roof over their head, don't have no clothes. So I saw a man outside McDonald's, bro, sleeping on the floor.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is it.
Sleeping on the floor. People are walking about, not paying attention to the man. The man there on the floor, don't have a home to go to or nothing. And this is where ego comes into it. Because some people's gonna look at him and be like, egotistically thinking, like, oh, you ain't nothing, you're a bunch of your shit. But this is what fucks up society.
Exactly.
That mentality. Because at the end of the day, you're still humans. You all came out of a vagina.
Exactly.
You all came out of a vagina. You came out of a woman. That means you are human. You don't have no.
Exactly.
You know the clones in the movie. They usually like they got a clone. It has no belly button.
Yeah,
you got a belly button.
Exactly.
Because you came from a biblical cord that was connected to a woman.
This is it. We're human. We bleed the same. We're all eventually gonna die. Like,
So why during this time of living and then we reach death, in between, if we cut out ego and pride, do you know how much problems we solve? Like, do you know what I mean?
Fam.
Look at China and Russia and America. Oh, who's got the biggest weapons and who can bully another country that's poor? Ego.
Ego. Yeah.
Ego.
It's ego.
They're not thinking about the civilians. They're not thinking about the people that's working 9 to 5. They're not thinking about how hard it is for them. I'm hearing that in America they're increasing the price for gas. So for petrol.
So it's making things hard for the normal working class person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That is crazy to me. That's actually so crazy to me. And as well, like, to add on to what you were saying, I feel like as well, like, a lot of people, need to understand sitting on your ass and complaining about shit, it's not gonna solve anything.
It's like a female. A female that thinks, not all females think like this. Warning.
Yeah, 100.
A warning.
Trust me.
Like, all women don't feel like this, so they don't think like this. I need a man to do this and that for me. My man does this and that. My man, can't you just can't you say the person's name? Why do you have to put this person as an object?
You don't like that.
Like, it shows you that clearly they have an ego, they got a narrative in their mind that's an ulterior motive, and they have all these expectations. That's why they tell you, does your man drive? Oh, the man don't drive.
Oh, bro.
What? This is crazy. Certain man just say, if a woman can't cook, I can't be with the person. That's ego within itself, because you're not thinking about what someone went through and where they've reached now. You're just looking at them like, oh, if you can't do this, you can't do that.
Fam.
Ego. Like, who are you? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Fam, do you know what's funny that you brought that up, yeah? Imagine I was chatting to this thing like, 2 weeks ago, yeah? Bro, we were talking, everything was flowing and that. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, in your head you're thinking, nah, like, things are flowing to the point where you're just thinking, nah, it's too good to be true, innit? Right. Then she just randomly asked me, what, do you drive? I was like, nah. She's like to me, oh, you're on some dickhead thing, you don't drive, da-da-da-da-da. And I said to her, wait, hold on. You're asking me, do I drive? And you're trying to, you get me, like, get onto man and draw man out and that. Do you drive? She said, no, that's not the point. I'm like, what's the difference here? What are you talking about?
Right.
You get
it? It shows you, man, people have expectations. It ruins a relationship you could potentially have with someone.
100%.
You got all these expectations of a person, but you're not appreciating them for who they are.
Who they are. This is it.
Excuse me. You're not asking them about who they are as a person. What do you do? What's your interest? It's like, what are you trying to accomplish out of life? You're saying, look, man, I'm expecting this from you. And you don't even know the person.
100%.
You don't even know the person. But you're saying that, yo, I expect you to have a car, I expect you to have your own place, I expect you not to be a person that loves your family and stuff.
You're like that.
Like, fuck your family, man. No, you don't need no family. Just stay with me. Stay with me. Man, what the fuck? This is some possessive shit. And that is ego. And pride is like a little teenager. I don't want to go out with my parents.
Yeah.
I don't want to see my parents, man. And when you get older, you realize like I miss those moments.
Exactly.
I wish I could even go out.
Cherish it.
Some people don't even have their parents, so they can't even experience them going down the road with their parents and going to the shop with their parents, or you know what I mean, helping them out with this and that. We take little things for granted over our ego and pride.
100%, fam. This is it.
And this is just really destroying our culture. It's destroying morals. It's destroying family. It's destroying all these higher standards.
Yeah.
And we can't see the domino effect it causes because it's like it's ruining us having all these great.
Causes divide.
Exactly, man. Greatness is just literally making us mess up our own greatness.
This is it.
Because people's thinking on themselves egotistically and as an individual. What about giving back to the community? What about teaching the next generation, which is coming up now, the children, to be more alert and aware
of their surroundings.
Of their surroundings.
This is it, fam.
Even like things that you do negatively and there's a consequence coming to it. Teach them about law and rules and certain things within life to help them even be more together in life.
Fam.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what the hell's going on nowadays? Ego and pride? Nah, man. Cut that out, bro.
100%.
Man. Serious, man.
And, bro, I'm kind of glad you kind of brought this up to my attention, yeah, because even things like schools, for example, bro, yeah, bro, they've been teaching the same shit since before Christ, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Things like Macbeth and all these things, bro. Our own parents were learning about it, fam.
Right.
When are they gonna change the system and teach kids how to save, how to invest in properties, most importantly?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Things that actually matter. You know what I mean?
Science and maths.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, we can go deep into etymology and where the words come from.
100.
What's the word in number? I mean, what's the word in number?
I'm guessing numb, innit?
Exactly. What does numb mean?
No feeling.
Okay, what does how much money have? When you have so much money, numb. When you're chasing money, you're just numb.
This is it.
It numbs you down as a number system, and literally people are numb, have no emotions and feelings, and they pretty much would favoritize people over money.
Bro, there's so many people like that, bro. Don't even get me started. There's a lot of people like that. You get that perception of them that they're this down to earth person. But then the minute they make money, they start to distance themselves. Don't get me wrong.
Look at Jeffrey Epstein. His friend gave him a mansion worth $1. $1, bro. That's change in English money.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, these things don't really have any price to it. A man created a price onto it. 100%. A man said this is how much it's gonna cost. A man said, you can buy this house and it's going to cost this amount of money.
Such and such and such.
And such and such.
Yeah.
This is all man-made rules and principles we're following. But we look at life and how it works naturally. Things work in harmony, man. You know what I mean? You don't, look, is there money for trees to grow? Or does trees grow naturally?
You don't like that?
Is there money to have sex? Or does it just naturally happen? People have sex.
Told them, bro.
So you putting money over someone's head as if like this is what you're worth, this and that. Nah, man, things don't go on like that, man. If you are the creator of the Most High, Rasta man say, yo, Jah, you know, you got the Africans that talk about their ways of life and Yoruba and different traditions that they do in Africa in different countries. 100%. We don't put these type of things over people, man. It creates ego and competition. And competition's of English. That's the English way.
He's got this and
that's
he's
the West
got
way,
that.
Man.
Exactly.
That's the Western, because the materialism creates all these egos.
Bro.
And then, like, you get a one car, now you see the next man driving the old version of the car. And then you're like, I got the new version.
Competition.
It's like, what the hell? It's still a car. Can you get the A and B with the car?
It never ends.
There you go. Like, it's like a phone, fam. Man's got a phone. Man go crazy over the phone and get trapped in the phone.
Exactly. And
then people start basically, if they see it happening on your page or on your social media site, they think that's real.
Bro.
And they start judging people. Oh, you ain't
Based
doing
on
nothing
social media.
Like, come on, you ain't doing nothing on social media.
Exactly.
What are you doing in real life?
This is
I'm
it,
living
bro.
in real life. Like,
Fam.
like, what the hell do you expect me to
Social
do?
media is a perception. I keep saying this, fam. Do you know what I mean? The only reason why I'm still on social media is to promote my shit. Other than that, bro, I would have deleted social media a long time ago, bro.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just up to us as people to take accountability for our own actions. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to sit there and feel sorry for you. You have to go out there and make things happen for yourself.
Exactly.
Is that real?
If you sit down and be depressed and all moany, I hate my job,
Fam.
you ain't finding no other solutions for yourself.
This is it.
You're allowing yourself to be in a bubble. Now, if you burst that bubble and step outside your comfort zone and start doing things that you might not want to do and you're scared to try, you crack all them insecurities. And I feel like to myself, ego and pride is insecurities.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you can't put yourself aside in a situation. You have to always bring yourself into the picture. You can't feel empathy for humans that's going through struggles, like homeless people or people that's pregnant and they basically don't have a man there to support them or anybody there to support them. You can't emphasize. Say it could have been our mothers at one time. They didn't have no one there to support them.
Exactly that, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But where we come from, we got families, we got big families, and we got love. So we gotta cherish them things while we're still on earth, bro. Because if we don't, we're gonna end up wasting our life. All over ego and pride. You know what I mean?
Bro, when push comes to shove, when push comes to shove, jeez, got there in the end.
Push comes to shove.
Exactly, yeah. What does ego and pride even mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
For real.
Like, we need to focus on stuff that matter.
Fact.
Keyword, matter. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't be focusing on, like he said, he's got the next car, or my man's got the next upgrade on his phone. Let me upgrade my phone.
That's
My
what
man's,
he said.
you know what I'm saying? My man's got the latest Rolex. Now I need to get a bus stand. Like, all these things, eventually they lose value.
The guy
Anyway.
Versace was murdered outside of his house in Miami in the 90s. Versace. And what did everybody want? Versace, Gucci. Man was murdered outside his own house. Material don't mean anything. It's your life that means everything.
Exactly.
Because Versace, they can keep on making Versace. They can't make another guy that actually was the person of Versace. They can't make another you. But there's you competing over material, competing over social media, angry at your job. You need to get your mind together. Seriously. Like, seriously.
Hear this now as well, yeah. Watch this, yeah. Everyone wants to wear... Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with owning a pair of designer. That I'm not saying. That's completely fine. However, don't think designers are the be and end all of everything. Like, imagine all these people... Not all designers, innit? But a lot of these designers, like Tommy Hilfiger and all these people, they're racist, but we continue to buy their shit. Is that real? Is that real? And I'll be real. When I was younger... I was one of those people, but as I got older, I started to realize that it's not that. You get me? All of these things, when people are going raves and that, stunting and that, at parties and that, it's all a facade. Because I see you outside and you're a waste man.
There you go.
You get it?
I was thinking in my head, sorry about this, the pride thing. When it comes to like gay pride, and they try and mix it with black pride. Pride is a thing that is separate from, it's not a sexual orientation. It's a thing to do with your culture and your way of life sometimes. Real pride, in the sense of you being proud of who you are. That's why James Brown said black and proud. But sometimes in certain situations, like Jehovah's Witness, man can't be knocking on my door early in the morning. It's Sunday, I'm sleeping. You're knocking on my door like the police.
Fam.
Give a man a chance to even reach the door. Like, do you know what I mean?
Fam. I have funny stories with Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's pride over much. There's too much pride. You know what I mean? You got so much pride, you'll knock on a man's door early in the morning and tell them about the Bible. It's like, maybe I don't want to hear about the Bible. Bro, maybe I'm praying myself right now. Can you just give me a chance?
I will slam the door in your face, fam. I don't care, fam.
I got respect for people, man. And that's why I would give people their space. I won't just invade people's space.
Exactly.
And when you invade people's space and don't let people think and reflect and be at peace with themselves, that's ego.
100%.
Because who are you to control another organism? Your own kids you don't even own. The system owns your kids.
This is it.
If you do anything wrong as a parent, the government can take your kids away and then go into foster
Just like
care.
that, especially in this day and age.
Just like that.
Of course.
So at the end
What?
of the day, if you're not living good,
Mhm.
clean in your heart, mind, and soul, you ain't really gonna attract anything good. So all these people out here, like you said, they're stunting, going to the raves, going to the parties, doing all this hood shit, and they're just being waste.
I was one of those people.
It's a waste woman and a waste man thing.
Mentality,
For you
yeah.
not to even be caring for yourself properly, preserving. Well, you have to be around a whole heap of people. Ego, fam. It was a sheep, fam.
All of this-
sheep hang around a lot of things
100%.
that are sheep. How are you not being your own leader? Are you just following around like a sheep?
Do you know what all of this equates
Sheep,
to?
man. Sheep.
Do you know what all of this equates to? Validation.
Validation.
All of this is for
And
validation, you
That's
know.
pride and ego, man.
100%.
Because if you know yourself, you don't need to be validated from who?
Exactly.
From who?
Exactly. When you know what you are and who you stand for as an individual, you don't need to do all these things.
You don't
bruv.
need to be
I'm
knocking
telling
on
you.
someone's door early in the morning. You know what I mean?
This is what I'm saying, man. All 5 a.m., 6 a.m. coming to knock on my door like some bitter baby man, bruv. I'll blast you, fam. I'll put you on blast, fam. Are you skunk,
Man
fam?
said bitter baby mum. I'm done. Bitter baby mum.
Coming to knock on
Too
man's
much,
door
fam.
and that. Are you okay, fam?
That's crazy,
bro.
man. At the end of the day,
Come on.
it's conscious eye open,
Come on. It's your boy Witz Capone.
and we'll come back to you with another video. But this is ego and pride. We gotta say what? Peace.
Come on.